सेकंड चैप्टर हो चुका, अब हमारा होगा फर्स्ट चैप्टर, थर्ड चैप्टर. In the earliest cities, seven and old buildings, Jaspal and Harpreet were playing cricket in the lane. Lane. Okay. Aside around when they noticed the people who were admiring the dilapidated old building. Old building that the children called a haunted house. Look at the architecture, said one of them. Have you seen the fine wood carving? So, asked one of the women. We must write to the minister that she makes arrangement to repair and preserve the beautiful house. Why, they wonder, would anybody be interested in the old run down house? The story of Harappa. Very often old buildings have a story to tell. Nearly 150 years ago, when the railway lines were being laid down for the first time in Punjab, engineers stumbled upon the site of Harappa. These stairs luckily opened the site of Harappa in present-day Pakistan. To them, it seemed like a mound that was the source of ready-made high-quality bricks. Researchers of ready-made high-quality bricks. So they carried out thousands of bricks on the wall of the many buildings in the city to build railway lines. Many buildings were completely destroyed. Then, about 80 years ago, archaeologists found a site and realized that this was one of the oldest cities in the subcontinent. As this was the city to be restored. इस मेरे वाला यहाँ कर ना करानी चाहिए ताकि गर्मी ना लगे बहुत गर्मी लग रही है बट 30 मिनट हो चुका बस अभी है Lots of ready-made high-quality bricks. We discover all other third from where similar buildings and other things were founded by the Scribe Harappan. The city developed about 4,700 years ago. Very often, old buildings are pulled down to make a new construction. Do you think it is important to preserve old buildings? What was special about the cities? Many of cities were divided into two or more parts. Many cities were divided into two or more parts. What was special about the cities? Most of these cities were divided into two or more parts. Usually the part to west was smaller but higher. Cities found in Punjab, Sindh in Punjab, Gujarat, Haryana and Punjab in India. Archaeology has found certain unique objects in almost all these cities. They are pottery painted with design in black stone beads, steel, facial beads, copper tools, and parallels had long stone blades. Archaeology describes this as the citadel, generally the part to east or larger but lower. This is called lower turn. Ah यार कितना टाइम सीख रहा है भाई। लाइट आ गई आ गई। ठीक है गेट बंद कर दो। नहीं हाँ दे गुड़ के साथ दे दो। हमारे the cities were divided into two or more parts. Usually the part of west was smaller but higher. Archaeology describes this as the citadel. Generally the part to the east or larger but lower. This is called lower town. Very often walled backed bricks were built around each part. Okay. ठीक है बाय बाय। मोमो ये रिमूव कर दो। The bricks were so baked that they have lasted for thousands of years. The bricks were laid in an interlocking pattern that made the walls strong. In some cities, special buildings were constructed on the citadel. For example, in Mohenjo-daro, Mohenjo-daro, a very special tank which archaeologists call the Great Bath, was built in this area. This was land with bricks coated with plaster and made water slide with a layered natural tar. These were steps leading down it from two sides where there were rooms on our side. Water was probably brought in from a well and drained out from a well. Drained out after use. Perhaps important people took a dip in this bag on special occasions. Other cities such as Kalibangan, Lota have five altars. First, this sacrifice may have been performed. Ancient cities of Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and Lothal have celebrated their houses. The Great Bath. How trains and streets. Generally, houses are either one of two stories high, room built with another courtyard. Most houses have a separate bathing area and some had wells to supply water. Many cities have covered drains. Notice how carefully these were laid out in straight lines. Although you cannot see it, each drain had a gentle flow so that water could flow through it. Very often drains in houses were connected in those two streets, those on the streets and smaller drains led into bigger ones. When the drains were covered, inspection holes were provided at intervals to clean them. All three houses drain streets were probably planned and listed at the same at least 60% of the house to scrap. Private citizens, life in the city. And a Harappan city was a very busy place. There were people who planned the construction of special buildings in the city. They were probably the rulers. It is likely that rulers sent people to distant land to get metal pieces, stone, and other things they wanted. They may keep the most valuable objects such as ornament of gold and silver, or beautiful braids for themselves. And there were scribes, people who know how to write, people prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on other images they have not survived. Besides, there were men and women craftspersons make all kinds of things either in the, and there were scribes, people who knew how to write, who helped prepare the seal and perhaps write, wrote on other materials that have not survived. Besides, there were men and women craftspersons making all kinds of things either in their home or in special workshops. People were traveling to distant land or returning with raw materials. Perhaps Stories many terracotta toys have been found and children must play with these toys. All of Marathon feels the side on the top of the seal but are part of the script. This is the earliest form of writing known in the subcontinent. Scholars have tried to read this sign but we still do not know exactly what they mean. Left Toyota toys. Okay. New craft in the city. Some way. Let us look at some of the objects that are made and found in Harappan cities. Most of these things have been found by archaeologists that are made of stone, shell, and metal. Okay. Metal including copper, bronze, gold, and silver. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments, and vessels. Gold, silver were used to make ornaments and vessels. Perhaps most striking find are those of braid, weight, and blade. The stoneware, notice how carefully precise these blades are shaped. These were made of shaped kind of stone. These were probably used to bear Peter, precious stone or metal. Bread, Maya, beads. Many of these were made of a Caroline, beautiful rice stone. The stone was cut, shaped, polished, and finally hollow or bored through the center. The strings pass through its far right stone base, bottom right, embroidered close. The stone statue of an important man found from Mohenjo-daro and how wearing an embroidered garment. Harappan also made seal out of stone. These are generally rectangular sea illustration of face and design. Yes, and usually have an animal carved on them. Usually have an animal carved on them. The Harappan also made pot with beautiful black designs such as one of shiny faces. Where was metal used in the villages? We learn about in chapter 1. Was then used to make weights? Yes. Cotton was probably grown in Megar. Nagar from more 10,000 years ago, actually pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of the silverware. And some copper objects at Manjaro archaeologists have also found spindle whorls. Fine. Unlike stone shells, these that are found naturally occurrence is material that is artificially produced. A gum was used to shape sand powder, cause into observed that observed and glaze, resulting in shining glassy surface. The color of the glaze was usually blue or sea green. Fans were used to make beads, bangles, earrings, and tiny vessels. Archaeology has found strange walls, spindle walls made up of terracotta, fine. These were used to print thread. Many of the things that are produced were probably the water, especially if a person who trained to do only one kind of work, for example, cutting stone or polishing bricks or carving seals. Look at the illustration page 28, see how well the face is carved and how carefully the beard is shown. This must have been the work of an expert craftsperson. Not everybody could have been a specialist. We don't know whether only men are specialists or only women were specialists. Perhaps some women and men may have been specialists in search of raw materials. कितना बड़ा ये है? Okay. In search of raw materials. In search of raw materials. Raw materials are substances that are either found naturally, such as wood or ores of metals, or produced by farmers or herders. These are then proceed to produce finishing goods. For example, cotton produced by farmers is a raw material that may have proceeded to make cloth. While some of the raw materials that the Harappan used were available locally, many items such as copper, tin, gold, silver, and precious stone had to be brought from distant places. The Harappan okay. The Harappan probably got copper from present-day Rajasthan and even from Oman in West Asia. Tin, which was mixed with produce to pro- tin, which was mixed with copper to produce pearls, may have been brought from present-day Afghanistan and Iran. Gold could have come all the way from present-day Karnataka, and precious stone from present-day Gujarat, Iran, and Afghanistan. How were goods carried from one place to another? Look at the illustration. One shows a toy that and the other is steel. Can you check bath mode of transport used by Harrison? Where do you come across illustration of wheels? vehicle in earlier lessons. Okay. Food for people in cities. Many people live in the cities, others living in the countryside, grew crops and reared animals. These farmers and herders supplied food to craftspersons, scribes, and rulers in the cities. We know that remains of the plants that the Harappan grew wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseed, and mustard. Hey, uh, sesame, sesame, linseed. Individual that plug were used to dig the earth for turning the soil and planting seed well. Real plow, which were probably made of wood, have not survived. Toy models have been found. As this region do not receive heavy rainfall, some form of irrigation may have been used. This means that water was stored and supplied to the field when the plants were growing. That plow in many farming communities only men use the plow. We do not know whether Harappan followed the custom or not. The Harappan reared cattle, sheep, goat, and buffalo. Water and pasture were available around settlements. Okay. However, in the dry summer months, large herds of animals were probably taken to greater distance in search of grass and water. They have also collected fruit like pear, codfish, and hunted wild animals like okay, hunted bear, codfish, and hunted wild animals like the antelope. Okay. A closer look, Harappan towns in Gujarat. A city of Dholavira located in Khandir Bed, also Padat Bed in the run of Kashmir. This was fresh water, where there was fresh water and fertile soil. Unlike some of the other Harappan cities, which were divided into two parts, Dholavira was divided into three parts, and each part was surrounded by massive stone walls with entrance through gateway. This was a large open area in the settlement where public ceremonies could be held. Other finds include all letters of the Harappan script that were carved out of white stone and perhaps inlaid in wood. This is a unique find as generally Harappan writing have been found on small objects such as seals. Uh, a city of Lothar stood beside a tributary of Sabarmati in Gujarat, close to the Gulf of Khambat. It was situated near areas where rare materials such as semi-precious stone were easily available. This was important center for making objects out of stone, shell, and metal. These were uh, these were also a storehouse. In the city, many steel and ceiling the impression steel on clay were found in the storehouse at the fjord at Lothal. This huge tank may have been the fjord where boats and ships come from the sea and through the river canal. Goods were probably loaded and unloaded here. A building that found here was probably worshipped for making beads, pieces of stone, half made beads, tool for bead making, and finished bead have all have been found here. बस हो गया कितना हो गया वैसे mixed seal and sealing. Seal had been used to stamp back packets goods that were sent from one place to other. After the bag was closed, a tied, a layer wet clay was applied on the knob. and seal was pressed in it. The impression of seal is non-sealing. If the ceiling was intact, that could be sure that art could have arrived safely. Steel was used even today, cornered by the mystery of the end. Around 3,900 years ago, we found the beginning of major change. People stopped living in major cities, writing steel and weight were no longer used. Raw material brought from long distances become rare. In Mohenjo-daro, we find that garbage filled up on streets. The drainage system broke out. A new less impressive houses were even under the street. Overseas, why all this happened? We are not sure. Some scholars suggest that river died off. Others suggest that this was deforestation. This could have been happened because food was required for baking bricks and for smelting copper ore. Besides, grazing by a large herd of grazing. A large herd of cattle, sheep and goat may have been destroyed. The green cover in same areas there were flood maps. None of these regions can explain the end of all cities. Flooding or river drying up would have been an effort in some areas. It appears as if the rulers lost control. In any case, the effort of changes are quite clear. Cities sites in Sindh and West Punjab, present-day Pakistan, were abandoned while many people moved to near smaller settlements into the east and the south. New cities emerged about 1400 years later. You will read about them in chapter 5. Elsewhere, Pan Egypt in their atlas, most Egypt is a dry state except for land along the river Nile. Around 5,000 years ago, king ruled over Egypt. This king sent army to distant lands to get gold, silver, ivory, timber, and precious stones. This also built huge tombs known as pyramids, where they died and bodies of kings were preserved and buried in this pyramid. These carefully preserved bodies are known as mummies. A large number of objects were buried with them. This included food and drink, clothes and ornaments, utensils, musical instruments, weapons and animals. Sometimes even serving men and women were buried with the ruler. This, these are among the most elaborate burials known in world history. Do you think kings have been needed all these things after that? Imagine you are traveling with your parents around 400 years ago from Lothal to Manjula. Describe how do you travel, what your parents must carry with them, and what do you see in Manjula. देखते क्या होता है. Okay, thank you.